And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. Hey. Mark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. Stephen Curry's out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Daniels in at the small forward position. Now LeBron. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. James, the pass to Tatum. Misses the three. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Curry outside. Drills it from outside. Curry's got the opening field goal of the game for Atlanta.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Now here's James. He's covered by Daniels. LeBron dishes to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing on the left. Gafford kicks to LeBron. Fader on the way. It's good.
And nothing gets past LeBron. I mean, makes a play before the clock runs out.
Curry against Tatum. Curry passes to Giannis. And he starts out with a miss in this one.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo after LeBron James's miss. James against Antetokounmpo. Good work there as it goes.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Davis against Antetokounmpo. Tatum setting the pick for LeBron. Over Daniels. Another miss by James.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Well, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
Timeout.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Davis kicks to Tatum. Pass to Lively. Back to Tatum. There's the 3. Dallas, no good that time either. The Hawks leading by 5. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group. Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
James, the bounce pass. Davis kicks to Tatum. Dallas moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Let's go. And the jumper is on the mark. And so it's Atlanta with it. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said Curry makes your entire 5 guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry's shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Thank you, David. And it's the Mavericks with the ball, following the 3 from Onyeka Okongwu. From 18 feet away, that shot off. And it's the Hawks ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Takes the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Mavericks trail by 8. Pass to James. Tatum down low. Guarded by Curry. James, no good. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Now here's James. From deep. Buries the long-range jumper. James has got 5 now.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Hawks ahead, up 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And so it's Dallas with it. It's a 5-point game. And so in the game for the Hawks, down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. Antetokounmpo out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Daniels in at the 3 spot. Curry is inside. Working on James. Curry passes to Antetokounmpo. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's LeBron. He's covered by Daniels.
Get there.
Curry against Tatum. To the left side wing. Gafford kicks to Tatum. Takes a 3. There's Tatum's range on display.
You got to D up Tatum from deep. He's got that kind of range.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year. He is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness, always pushing himself, is Jason Tatum.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
In last season's numbers, show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
And the first one drops. The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big, as strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw a foul.
And it's tied up with that one. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21. That was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. LeBron is screen on Curry. James looking around. And Capella sends it back.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Now LeBron, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo from deep. Back to Tatum. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 3. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second. There's Giannis taking flight.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Now here's James. He's guarded closely. And here's Tatum for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Tatum's got 10 points in the game.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Curry looking it over. It's rebounded by Dallas.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Giannis after LeBron James's miss. Antetokounmpo finds Curry. Antetokounmpo against LeBron. Giannis right side. Good D by James. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. To the surprise of some, Derek Lively made an immediate impact as a rookie.
Count me amongst those folks, Kevin. I saw him in college, and I liked his potential, and I thought it would take a while longer for him to have an impact, but boy, he has exceeded expectations in a big way. And because of his shot blocking and energy, running the floor, rim running, and the like, he's earned himself some nice minutes as a contributing player.
Daniels with it. He's guarded by Davis. Now Daniels at Giannis, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Pass to Tatum. LeBron James on the wing. 5 points in the game.
You know, LeBron's not really known for his quick trigger, but showing you right there that he does have catch-and-shoot ability.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half. Curry with it. He has 7. Capella with a screen on Tatum. Curry can't get it to go. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Mavericks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what has to happen in the second?
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
We've got Davis. Daniel Gafford is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Tatum, and it's LeBron in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Now here's Tatum. Great job by Tatum in close.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one, doing it all.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Here's James following the basket by Stephen Curry. Right side Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Curry. Tatum no good. Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Fires away from way outside. And it's Stephen Curry with a three. And now it's a three-point Hawks lead.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on it.
Outside for Davis. Back to LeBron. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebounded by Capella. Atlanta leading by 3. Daniels passes to Okongwu. The layup off target. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Gafford. To the paint. Tatum draws the double. James in the post. He's covered by Daniels. Offensive rebound. The shot's good. Lively's got his first 2 points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Curry. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 14 points for Stephen Curry. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And Davis throws it down.
High above the rim. Not many guys have that kind of length and verticality. I mean, Davis, one of the very few.
Giannis passes to Okongwu. It's to Curry. Fires the three. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Curry against Tatum. Back to LeBron. Outside Tatum. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by James. 14 points for Jason Tatum.
Really doesn't matter what position LeBron is playing. The point, the 4 or the 5. James changes games with his passing ability.
And the shot goes in. And the Hawks lead by 1.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Outside Tatum. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
We've got 1:28 left in the third. Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Oh, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Now James following Onyeka Okongwu's three-point attempt. Giannis against James. Pass to Okongwu. And here is Curry. Steph, perfection from the arc.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Ron right side. Knocked away. Outside Curry. Puts up a deep three. The shot No good. It's been all about Stephen Curry for Atlanta. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. Stephen Curry's out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Daniels in at the 3. Curry kicks to Okongwu. Just 4 to shoot. Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here's LeBron. He's covered by Daniels. A nice shot by Tatum.
Tatum's got a nice jump shot. When he's in rhythm, I feel like he's going to make it every time he shoots. Antetokounmpo looking it over. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got 5 assists in the game. Now here's LeBron. He's covered by Daniels. Tatum. Tatum using his size inside. Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
Antetokounmpo against LeBron. Here's Okongwu. Curry's got space, and good, he nails it. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Huge night for Curry in a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
LeBron outside. Back to Tatum. And finished off by Lively.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Outside for Curry. Another 3 for Atlanta.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
James finds Tatum. Gafford with the ball. Covered by Okongwu. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Lively the pass to Davis. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Capella with a screen on Lively. And here is Okongwu. Offensive rebound. Using his size, Giannis.
Giannis just doesn't stop working. Plays with great energy at both ends. Excellent work on the boards there.
Now here's James. Defense is right there. To the inside. And finished off by Lively.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Atlanta leading by 5. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. A shot by Okongwu, no good.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Now here's James. Looking to get it going. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
And, you know, we've come to expect this from LeBron James, guys. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion.
To the middle. It's stolen by Davis. Outside Tatum. Pass to LeBron. Now here's Davis. And the wing jumper offline.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Curry with him. He's picked up by James. Tatum against Curry. From past the arc, everything's within Curry's range.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Curry against Tatum. Antetokounmpo kicks to Okongwu. It's to Curry. Great D that time from Tatum.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
He's off from 3. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
LeBron James. First personal foul. Second team foul. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He shot.
The first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 5. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
And here's Tatum for three. Offline. And so it's Atlanta with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Giannis, some early struggles, but what got you going?
I just trust myself. I just have confidence in myself, and that's what my teammates want me to do. They want me to stay aggressive, they want me to make the right play, and that's what I'm going to keep doing. Sometimes you have a bad game, you let your teammates down, but at the end of the day, you got to pick it up because your teammates need you, and I'm going to be here for my teammates all day long.
Well, you were certainly there down the stretch, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
At small forward, 6'6", number 2, Shane.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on. We should see some great ball. Movement for these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Drew Holiday. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Tatum in at the 2. 5 to shoot. Here's Curry. Boston pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Outside Tatum. Launches it. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Green, the pass to Davis. About a minute played here so far in the first. And it's hammered home by Green.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, do you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Nice shot by Wembanyama.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and Coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but Coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys?
Allie, thank you. Now here's Tatum. Antetokounmpo, right side. Over Green. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The three. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry. The Warriors have gone 1 for 3 so far. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Ooh, when the brow gets up, you better get out the way. There's not many people with that length and that athleticism.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside for Porzingis. Antetokounmpo for 3. Again, Antetokounmpo missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Green. Antetokounmpo against Curry. From downtown. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Back to Davis. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound. Boston leading by 4. Pass to Antetokounmpo from outside the arc. Davis with a rebound. The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And here is Green. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Tatum against Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side Tatum. Can't get it to drop. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Curry. Over Holiday. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Celtics out in front. They're up by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Anthony Davis is out there with Kevon Looney. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Green. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at small forward. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Now here's Davis. Shoots from 14. Again, the Warriors score.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
Pass to Tatum. The ball's knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. The 3 from Curry. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
And so it's Boston with it, trailing by 4. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Golden State basketball.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively. Davis
can't hit. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Boston. Tatum passes to Antetokounmpo. Tatum looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Play clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Wembanyama. Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
And there were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Green against Antetokounmpo. Curry, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Curry against Holiday. Left side Curry. Over Holiday. Boston pulls it in.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Curry, beyond the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Pass to Tatum. Now Wembanyama to the inside. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. The 3, Porzingis. Davis with a rebound. The Warriors leading. And here's Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Back Back to Curry. Lets it go from deep. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. The Celtics shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Tatum. Pulls it. Rebound Boston. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half.
Hey, yo, right here.
Antetokounmpo outside. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And here's Curry. Green with a screen on Holiday. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Warriors on top. They're up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
So it's Boston now. It's a 3-point game. Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5. Now here's Tatum, outside Holiday. 5 on the clock. Wembanyama, screen on Curry. And Drew Holiday gets a 3. Holiday's got 5.
Always reading the angles. Holiday's able to find his shot.
Tatum against Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3, and there's Green on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. And that one's good. Green.
Green's floor stretching ability, one of the things that makes this offense so dynamic.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. And he drains the quick shot. Antetokounmpo's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, the mid-range is not a go-to for Giannis, but he's always looking to expand his game.
Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
Davis misses. Celtics trail by 4. Now Tatum. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
Now, what hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Oh, there's the alley. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Holiday with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. The shot by Holiday, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. On the wing, Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Tatum passes to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Porzingis. There's Tatum with the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Green. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Antetokounmpo outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Boston shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls. And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. And there's 1:38 left in the third. Curry against Holiday. On the wing, Green. Outside Davis. The 3 is up. Davis showing his range.
It's the confidence I love when Davis just catches it and shoots it. He doesn't second guess himself. He just lets it fly.
And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Golden State on D. Leading by 5. Antetokounmpo finds Tatum. 1:04 left to play in the third. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. That's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
And the first one at the line is good. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
A multi-talented swingman. Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Tatum. Pass to Green. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. 6 to shoot. Davis with a screen on Tatum. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Giannis driving in. The kick to Tatum. Back to Antetokounmpo. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Third team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Giannis Antetokounmpo, shooting 1.
One shot.
That one misses for Antetokounmpo. Golden State has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry looking it over. Pass to Looney. Over Porzingis. And the basket by Looney. Looney's got 4 points in the quarter. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Warriors on top, up 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. We've got Green. Kevon Looney is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in it to 3. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Celtics trail by 3. Antetokounmpo, right side. Pass to Tatum. Outside for Wembanyama. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Now here's Green. Tatum with a steal. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. And Davis with the block. Antetokounmpo to pass to Wembanyama, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Golden State has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Outside Davis. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. And there's Curry on the assist by Davis.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad three for Steph.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Boston. They trail by 3. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. From the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Pass to Tatum. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Porzingis. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, such a gritty player. Holiday fights for 2 there inside.
Golden State has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Green finds Curry. Crafty move. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Wembanyama. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. Porzingis. They recover it.
And this is how AD led the league in block shots. It's not just his wingspan, but it's his awareness, his basketball IQ when it comes to reading the game.
Here's Green. Here's Davis. He's covered by Holiday. Antetokounmpo with the block. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Tatum, a screen on Davis. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Over Green.
Capable of guarding any position on the floor, Green's energy on defense really makes an impact.
Davis, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in there. Davis Davis with the assist. And it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
On the wing, Green. Antetokounmpo covering. Green, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Green in the post. Antetokounmpo covering. The three from Curry. Giannis with the rebound. Celtics trail by 5. There's a minute 12 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. The three, Porzingis. Boston again missing.
Well, he just hasn't found his rhythm tonight, partly because he's gotten fewer touches.
Curry's shot is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Three-pointer, Holiday. Rebounded by Green.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
First team foul.
And it's Green with the ball for Golden State. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Draymond Green. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that increases the lead to 6. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Tatum, good.
And this is exactly who Tatum is. Someone who doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Curry with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
When it is crunch time and you've got Stephen Wardell Curry, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Here come those T-shirts. Dub Nation, make some noise. Let's hear you. You want one? Who wants T-shirts? It's T-shirt time. Dub Nation, get loud if you want one.
Here's Porzingis. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it.
Golden State basketball.
24 seconds left to play in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third team foul. At the line for two, Draymond Green.
We got this. Oh, I got shooter, man. Big man. Gotta get it. Big deal. Let's get it.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
The quintessential glue guy. Green does all the dirty work. You need one of these guys on your team because he has such a diverse skill set.
So it's Golden State winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, team. Well, Draymond, it was smooth sailing for you tonight. How'd you make it look so easy?
I mean, it's seamless because I play with guys who makes it seamless. You know, I don't have to come out and try to do too much. Just come out and be myself. And so, for that reason, it was seamless.
All right, congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.